Welcome back to Old Studio Car, where we dive deep into the legends of the automotive world. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most iconic American classics ever built, the 1955-1957 Ford Thunderbird, a car that didn't just roll onto the road, it created an entire new category, the personal luxury two-seater. Even decades later, the first-generation Thunderbird still stands as a symbol of elegance, power, and pure driving pleasure. So let's get into its exterior updates, performance feel, maximum speed, fuel economy, and current price trends, all in one smooth and detailed breakdown. Starting with the exterior, the 1955-1957 Thunderbird went through subtle but meaningful updates across its 3-year run. The 1955 model introduced the iconic long hood, short deck profile that became the Thunderbird signature. Its rounded fenders, smooth chrome bumpers, and the hood scoop gave it a sporty yet refined presence. Moving into 1956, Ford added the distinctive side air vents, those oval-shaped portholes, on the removable hardtop, which not only improved rear visibility but also became a stylistic hallmark. The 1956 model also received a Continental-style spare tire mounted externally at the back, extending the rear bumper and giving the car an even more dramatic Grand Tour look. By 1957, the Thunderbird evolved again, featuring a sleeker front grille, redesigned rear tail fins, and sharp, elongated taillights that enhanced its commanding road presence. The hood scoop was cleaned up, the bumper lines were refined, and the overall styling became more aggressive and modern for its time. Across all 3 years, the Thunderbird carried a level of craftsmanship and chrome detailing that you simply don't see in today's mass-produced cars. Every curve was intentional, every trim piece added character, and the color palette of the era made the car stand out in any crowd. Even today, restorers and collectors appreciate how these exterior updates shaped the Thunderbird into a timeless American classic. Moving into performance, the Thunderbird wasn't just a pretty face. Ford equipped it with V8 engines that matched its sporty image. The 1955 model came with a 292 cubic inch V8 producing around 193 to 212 horsepower, depending on the transmission. That was already impressive for a small personal roadster. In 1956 and 1957, Ford stepped things up with optional 312 cubic inch V8 engines that pushed output even higher, ranging from 215 horsepower all the way up to 245 horsepower with performance-focused carburation setups. For those years, the Thunderbirds delivered smooth acceleration, a throaty exhaust note, and a balanced driving feel that made long highway runs enjoyable. The handling wasn't razor-sharp like a sports car, but it was confident and stable, especially considering the era's suspension technology. Drivers loved its relaxed steering and comfortable ride, making it a perfect combination of sporty excitement and luxury cruising. Talking about maximum speed, the early Thunderbird models were capable of reaching speeds around 110 to 120 miles per hour, depending on the engine option and year. For a mid-1950s luxury performance car, that was excellent. Its acceleration from 0 to 60 fell in the 8 to 10 second range, making it competitive with many sports cars of its era. It wasn't built to be a pure race machine, but rather a powerful and elegant touring car that could deliver satisfying performance whenever the driver demanded it. When it comes to fuel average, these classic Thunderbirds naturally weren't focused on fuel efficiency. With large V8 engines and carbureted fuel systems, owners could expect an average of 12 to 15 miles per gallon, depending on driving style and engine configuration. While that may seem high by modern standards, at the time it was perfectly acceptable for a car that emphasized luxury, style, and performance over economy. Finally, the price update for the 1955-1957 Ford Thunderbird in today's classic car market varies widely based on condition, originality, and restoration quality. A project or unrestored car might start around $20,000 to $35,000. A well-maintained or partially restored model typically falls in the $45,000 to $65,000 range. Fully restored, show-quality Thunderbirds, especially the 1957 models with the 312 V8, can command anywhere from $75,000 up to $120,000 or more at auctions. Collectors value these cars highly because they represent the birth of an American icon, and the market continues to show strong demand. So that's the complete review of the 1955-1957 Ford Thunderbird, a car that still turns heads with its elegant styling, smooth V8 performance, and unmatched vintage charm. If you love classic icons and want deeper dives into legendary machines, make sure you stay connected with Old Studio Car for more timeless automotive stories.